Okay, I want to talk about cache memory techniques. So first of all, when we say cache memory is simply very small and very fast. It is located close or within the CPU. It's very fast. It's in between the CPU and then the main memory. So the first method I want to talk, or the technique I want to talk about, is the direct mapping method or technique. Yeah. So this is my memory. Then this is the memory address. As you can see, the memory address 000, and then the memory, the data that is being stored in the memory. As you can see, this is my memory. This is the memory, and this is the cache memory. So how the direct mapping technique works is that the direct mapping working goes with one-to-one. We have something we call hits and misses. When we talk about the hits are the hits is when the CPU requests for something from the cache memory and it gets it. That's the hits. Hits. But when it doesn't get it, that's what we call the misses. So let's move on. So as you can see, my memory address is 00. I'm explaining the direct mapping technique. My memory address is 00, 03 zeros, and then the memory stored in it is 1220. So in the cache memory, how it works is that it divides itself into tag and then cache line index. This is the cache line index. So the first two zeros here are the tags. So that's the 00, and then the ones that continue are the index addresses, and then the data being stored in the data of the cache memory. So always remember that the memory address is being divided into tag and index address. That's the cache index address, and then the data is being stored in the cache. The data is being stored in the cache data. This is because when the CPU wants to access something, it accesses it first from the cache memory, which is fast. That's why the CPU tries to access it here first before going to the main memory. When the CPU doesn't get it here, then it goes to the main memory to access it. So the tag here simply means it's being tagged to this data, that when the CPU wants to locate the memory address which is in the cache, it has to locate this index memory address, and then it will find this data which is being tagged with this number. That's how the direct mapping works. The direct mapping works is just one-to-one. It corresponds to one-to-one. That simply means one data to one storage. That's how it is. Data to one storage. So note, each main memory block is assigned to a specific unique cache line. Each main memory block is assigned to a specific unique cache line. The memory addresses are divided into cache line index. So each main memory block is assigned to a specific unique cache line. Each main memory block is assigned to a unique cache line. This is the address 1 to 1, 1 to 1. The advantages and disadvantages. Direct mapping techniques offer simple hardware and fast access, but can suffer from high conflict misses if frequently used blocks map to the same line.